everyone. So, today I'm going to talk about how to channel in the most simplest way possible, the most uncomplicated. It is to simply find a very quiet place where you can relax, close the curtains or blinds of the window, make sure the room is semi dark where you can kind of be in a semi sleep like state or relax completely, because channeling is all about entering the trance state, yes. So, the mind of altered consciousness. So, just relax as if you're about to fall asleep, but not fully asleep. Sit and do the channeling. Don't try to lie down and do, because otherwise you'll fall asleep. And set the intention that whichever being has a soul contract with you, whoever is a vibrational match to you, may come through. And simply sit and wait for the being to make or establish contact. Now, the being may communicate with you through many clear senses, which could be like clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience. The being could communicate in any way. And you will know when the words start flowing through that these are coming from the being and not you. So this is the simplest way that you can get started to channel. But apparently this is the hardest most of my students find, because there are like tons of questions, and at least 50% of my students have difficulty letting go of control. And it's not about my students, it's about people in general. Like, not allowing the being to come through peacefully, not able to relax. So those are the areas that most people get stuck when they try to channel. So because it is not possible for me to answer or even imagine all your questions, I am launching a group channeling workshop where I will teach you 6 different ways of how to channel, which I have learned by teaching my one-on-one students. And they have been taught by the beings I channeled for them. And after learning how to channel, you can also practice with your group members, with your peers in a WhatsApp group. So this has been the most sought after request I've received, to practice with a group, because most people just feel too afraid to channel in front of their friends because of fear of judgment. But with your peers, there is no fear of judgment, because, well, both of you are practicing. So you can do 25 minutes role reversal and practice channeling with each other. There are so many other things that is going to be part of this workshop, and I'm so excited to tell you. The first things are, what kind of beings can you channel? You can channel your higher self, your spirit guides, angels, like even archangels like Michael, Ariel, Uriel, Gabriel, whatnot, or ascended masters like Mother Mary, Jesus, Buddha, or think of any other ascended master. Let me check my notes. What else and who else can you channel? You can also channel legends like Thor, Shiva, Zeus, Aphrodite, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Athena. You can also channel extraterrestrials like Arcturians, Syrians, Andromedans, Orions, Pleiadians, even hybrid children like Sasanis, Yaels. Who else? Elementals like air elemental, water elemental, earth elemental, fire elemental, or even other consciousnesses like the Hathors or the Gaia consciousness, or even deceased loved ones. So that opens such an exciting possibility, isn't it? Now, what will we be covering in the channeling workshop? I'll give you an overview. So, to remove your channeling blocks, there will be 2 light language activations from the god of technology, Hod, who I had channeled. And he has given light language activations to enable your channeling abilities and also remove blockages. So you'll get that as part of the workshop. I'll also teach you a lot of theory portions to help you understand and clear some of the misconceptions about channeling, as to what channeling is versus what it is not, because a lot of people confuse it with possession and whatnot. How you can raise your vibration so that you don't become a match to a dark entity when you're channeling, because that can be not so good. Then how can you release excess energy if you have been channeling too much, because the head can get heavy, and if you're a newbie, it will be very hard for you to figure out how to reduce any kind of sudden aches if you experience, especially when you're doing it for the first time. So there are many things that you will experience as a newbie, as a beginner, when you are channeling, that may create nervousness or discomfort. So That is why I am there to guide you throughout the process, and you don't have to figure everything out by yourself. We'll also cover how the belief system affects your channeling. How can you become purer channel instead of allowing your beliefs or biases to interfere during your channeling process? Then how will you know if you're channeling? This is one of the most common problems my students face, or even in general, most channelers face. They are not really sure whether they are channeling or not. So how do you test or validate that whether you are truly channeling? This is one of the reason also the group session is helpful, because when you're channeling for each other, the other person can validate that you are really channeling. So what other things you can do with channeling? What other kinds of channelings are available, and benefits and uses of channeling? So there are, if there are channeling blocks, how to remove them. So there are many things I cover in this workshop, and it would be a very fun setting where you get to interact with each other, learn from each other, and also learn in 6 different ways how you can initiate into channeling so that it aligns with who you are. Because most of the time, most of the channelers will teach you only one method, and that may or may not resonate with you, which is why I have 6 different methods, so that you can pick and choose the one that resonates with you the most based on your clear ability, and get initiated into channeling accordingly. So I am very excited, folks. The details and the FAQs of this workshop is available in the description below. In case if you miss the date, don't worry. I will have further workshops coming up, and I'll be updating the same link with the newer dates. If you see it's sold out, then just wait for the next workshop launch. So check out the links and in the description below, and feel free to ask your questions in the comments. I'll see you in the workshop.